Starting things off, GShade's in-game UI has been translated into Japanese, Korean, German, and Italian. You can either choose a language when you install or change your selection from the new GShade control panel later on. Another exciting change is the addition of technique cloning. Ever wanted to use a given effect twice, thrice, or even more? Just right-click a technique to create a copy. We're sure some of you are tired of the antivirus problems you've experienced when installing GShade, so we've rewritten all of the utilities from scratch. This includes the installer, uninstaller, desktop update reminder, and the brand new all-in-one control panel. Not a Discord Nitro user? Tired of dealing with upload limits? Screenshots taken with GShade are now 20 to 60% smaller. As part of our never-ending performance improvements, texture caching has been added and should make presets and shaders which rely on them load significantly faster. All of our previously whitelisted DirectX 9 games such as Terra Online and Guild Wars 2 have moved from partial to full support, and every shader included in GShade now works properly with them. In our pursuit for world domination, we've whitelisted 3 more popular MMORPGs: Fallout 76, Shroud of the Avatar, and Star Wars: The Old Republic. No longer do you need to worry about your favourite depth of field or ambient occlusion shaders breaking at random. Thanks to exhaustive community feedback, we've made some major changes to how GShade update banners are handled. When a major update is available, the banner is only shown for a few seconds on startup and whenever the GShade menu is opened. This also comes on the heels of the Disable GShade button being removed, and effects being disabled altogether on copies which are one or more major builds behind. In addition, minor updates will no longer display a permanent banner at all, and instead will show a temporary update notification on startup. People in the know will notice that this is very similar to regular reshade. For those of you who are patrons of a certain Pascal glitcher, we've made sure that the new GShade installer backs up and restores all of the interesting shaders our brilliant friend has been working on. A very interesting feature has been added for shader developers in the form of the UI bind annotation. Uniform variables can now be linked to preprocessor definitions, which means infinite possibilities when it comes to increasing the performance of your shaders while still keeping them user-friendly. Something that infuriated us as preset creators like nothing else was trying to move around techniques. Nothing was more fun than dragging a shader up only to have techniques randomly swap with each other and watch as everything threw itself out of order. No more, we say. Technique sorting when dragging is now incremental, meaning you can drag as fast or as slow as you'd like without swapping or replacing techniques in error. To help users both new and old get acquainted with GShade, we've added an improved version of the one-time tutorial that covers basic features and navigation. If you don't see it after updating, or you want to run through it again, just head to the Settings tab. As part of our new multi-language support, all Latin and extended Cyrillic characters are now supported and should no longer show as question marks. Yet another quality of life feature has been added in the form of solo mode. You can now right-click any active technique and view only the effects applied by it. We've added and updated numerous shaders which you can read about in our patch notes, but we wanted to touch upon a few specific changes in particular, starting with blending modes. If you're experienced in Photoshop or other image post-processing software, you'll no doubt be familiar, and we've brought 28 of them to a number of different shaders in GShade. We're also happy to note, for those of you who are Phantasy Star Online 2 fans, Keep UI will now properly prevent effects from being applied to your UI, and copyright has been updated to include a pile of new textures. And last but not least, presets. We're proud to announce that Tori's legendary Angelite preset has come to GShade, alongside many names you may recognise from Stormshade, such as Colours Reborn, Crystal Caliber 2, OMG Eorzea, Photo Phoenix and Witches presets. Additionally, we're happy to welcome a long-time member of our community, Maya Purple, and a popular creator from Nexus Mods, Nuke GP, into the preset creator fold. On top of all of that, there are numerous brand new and updated shaders from existing creators, so why not give the full patch notes a read to see all of the changes?
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artist! Then you shall paint a picture